I wanted to start off with a quote from the article Can the Queen Speak by Dwight A. McBride. The black homosexual is hard pressed to gain audience among his heterosexual brothers, even if he is more talented. He is inhibited by his silence or his admissions. Male black culture is very hypermasculine. Is this due to them owning whatever little control they have of their image, or did white culture play a role in creating these stereotypes? Black people don't hate gay people per se. They most likely hate what gay people represent. Gay rights is white. White people are seen as having pioneered this movement, even though many African American or minority figures also played a role. Black men see homosexuality as a way for the white man to effeminize them. Even during slavery, black men were emasculated by being the rape victims of their white slave masters. This was a way to tell the black family unit that even your strongest member cannot protect you. And here is another quote from the article. When we see and hear these artists participate in what appears to be homophobia, it is an act involved in the project of reclamation of black manhood that does not really mean the literal violence that it performs. And I also wanted to look at Diana's question. Why are blacks more homophobic than other racial or ethnic groups, and what is the history behind it? In my opinion, other racial/ethnic groups were not affected like black people were by slavery. For hundreds of years, we were told that we were less than human, and black men who saw themselves as defenders and providers before slavery were reduced to empty shells that couldn't defend themselves, let alone those that they loved. Like I mentioned previously, it is not homophobia, but a defense mechanism against what they see as the white agenda. And I also believe that religion plays a part. Most people from Africa are deeply religious, whether Christian or Muslim. They tend to view homosexuality as a white person problem, and also as a way to lead proud African people astray. I come from an African family, and when we were younger, we were told about religious stories concerning what happened to gay people in the Quran. And I believe that this was a scare tactic that families use by scaring young children into obedience. And it usually works. And this is reinforced by both the family and religious institutions such as the church or mosques or other institutions. And when I came to this country, my parents were probably afraid that we would be influenced as children. We would be influenced by media that they couldn't control, because back in Africa, everything was tightly controlled by a religious government. So nothing on the radio or on television or through any other displays ran in contrast to what the government or what the main body of people wanted to see and hear. But in America, nothing is controlled. So children are exposed to other what they see as what religious parents see as radical ideas. And when children are at school or away from parents, they learn other things that most of these religious parents would probably not want their children to learn. And to combat this, my siblings and I were enrolled in religious schools, Saturday and Sunday programs. And these two conflicting storylines were always playing out in our culture and also in other cultures as well, whether religious or racial.